Got it?
I got it. Headers are going on.
Yeah. All right. Okay. At this point, I'm probably going to need a little help.
I think you can get it. Just go ahead and tough it out.
Let's see.
All right, the headers are on.
Yeah, we got a set of hookers with the 2 1/4 primary with the board up there. Yeah, you can kind of get the whole shape of the motor in there. Huh?
Yeah, the headers definitely look good.
You can see what kind of car it is. Looks like more like a roadster. Okay, we're going to put engine ground here. Better clean off some of that powder coating. Bolt it right to the frame, up to the block, at the fuel pump block off. So just take a second. Famous last words. Just take a second.
All right, time is money, so
Stay on it.
stay with it. Little last minute adjustment here.
I think if I can get this, see some bare metal here, we'll have it. Pretty good ground. I think that's what's happening. The ground is just the whole problem.
All right, now we're getting serious. Just make sure you don't grind through.
I think I got it. Okay, Dave and Ron here. Here we are getting ready to start up this new race car. First time spinning the motor over, but first Dave's going to tell you a little bit of the history, and then we'll give it a whirl.
All right, Dave, why don't you tell us a little bit about the car?
Okay, this here is a Brogie Street Roadster. This one here was built in '92. It's called a Broadster. This one here is a rectangular tube chassis. It's not the round tube chassis, but they're basically the same. It's 115-inch wheelbase, 1,900 pounds, and formerly owned or built by Disciples had this car. And then I bought it from Gene Carter about a year ago. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this in West Coast Pro Gas, and I'm going to use the motor out of my old car. This is out of the white car, out of the Vitamin A car. It's a 540-inch Chevrolet, and it's just a pump gas motor, 9-to-1. And we think we're going to run probably around 9.0s, high 8, something like that with this motor. So as you can see, this has got the Crowler mechanical injectors, and it's got a set of airflow research heads, and we also have a hydraulic roller. That's a really mild motor, about 650 horsepower.
So, not to interrupt, but what are you talking about miles per hour? What do you think?
Mile an hour, we're probably looking at about 145 to 150.
Wow.
Right in there.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, well, this ought to be interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, no kidding.
So this is a new car for me, and we're going to run a Power Glide, ATI Power Glide, 2-speed with a trans brake, and it's going to be a little tricky, but I think we can get used to it. And the front end here has got the a set of aerospace brakes that John Tobias spent a lot of time getting those on there. But I'm going to use those with the line lock. And we've got a moon tank up in the front there, as you can see that too. That's kind of a nostalgia thing. I'm going to run 2 batteries. We're going to run a 9-inch Ford in the rear end, 410 gears. Kind of hold the RPM down because of the hydraulic roller. And it's got a 4-link, the standard setup for this car. And of course it's been certified to 750. So what you see is all the updated cage. The cage is all updated. And it has a 3-step, MSD 3-step. I have 3 levels of RPM control for the burnout, for the launch, and then for the run.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the electronics on the car. Now, what about the shifting? How many?
There's only 2 speeds. It's a glide, so it's just 1, 2. That's all it is on the shift. Of course, it's MSD 6AL ignition, standard deal there. And I've got a cool little mega dial panel here. This is to run a dial board, which ought to be on there soon. We'll have to hang that off the cage probably.
Whoops. I wanted to get a little shot of that if I can.
Yeah, here's the dial board set up here, the mega dial panel. Real nice little switch panel.
Cool.
Yeah. Here's your fuse relay panel. This is part of that system. These two go together. This is all Biondo stuff. And a set of, these are the 2 1/4-inch hooker header.
I like the wiring job. That looks really nice.
Yeah, this came out pretty good considering. No smoke, no fire.
That's always a plus.
Yeah.
No arcing or sparking.
Well, so far so good. There you go. We haven't actually drove it yet, but that won't be long. You got the trans brake set up here. This is the way the cars normally ran.
Whoops.
And all we've got up here for gauges, we just have the water tip, oil pressure, that's it. I've got a nice little pad for the seat. We can put that in it. Here it is.
Well, a cushion.
Nice little cushion right here for the old timers. So that'll work great.
All right.
And that pretty much wraps it up.
All right. Well, I don't know about you, but I'd like to see if this thing starts.
Oh yeah, we could start it. Let's give it a little fuel. Okay. That's the primer. We're priming the injector right now. We got the ignition on. We'll hit the start. There it is. A little more fuel. Okay.
Not too shabby.
Hasn't run for a year.
Sounds good.
Nice one.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Little smoke here. Not bad.